The Philadelphia 76ers have 4 days off. They don't play until Wednesday when they take on the Washington Wizards. Will probably have Kelly Oubre back, might have Nick Batum and Tyrese Maxey back, and could finally be healthy again since they started the season 7-1. A little bit of a back and forth between Tobias Harris and Nick Nurse is interesting, and the NBA pampers Jason Tatum again.
Run it back, Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros.
Run it back, nation. What is going on? Hope you're having a great day. This is Run It Back Philly. If you are new to this channel and you want Sixers news and updates every single day, subscribe to the channel, turn your notification bell on, give us a like on the video. That would be very much appreciated. Let's get into the business. First things first, I found this interesting. Jason Tatum's flagrant foul the other day against Robert Covington after he was ejected has been downgraded to a common foul after a league office review. So the officials at the game reviewed the play and called it a flagrant foul, and then the NBA reviewed it again and downgraded it from a flagrant foul to a common foul. Either way, Jason Tatum had already been ejected from the game, but I'm just at kind of a loss for words, and I need an explanation how you can watch this play in slow motion, see him kick his leg up towards the groin area of another player, and decide to downgrade it from a flagrant to a common foul. You guys give me your opinion on that in the comments, because I'm lost on this one. I don't get it. After Tobias Harris's, for lack of better words, lackluster performance, shorthanded against the Boston Celtics the other night, Nick Nurse, in his post-game press conference, said something kind of interesting. He said, I just would like him to just stay in a little bit more in attack mode. He just seemed a little bit back on his heels a little bit, and if he's getting that pressure out on the floor like that, I talked to him about just you're going to have to attack that. You can't play east-west. You're going to have to try to get north-south on that just a little bit. We'll work on that with him. Now, I love that Nick Nurse is just straight up with players like this. I think this is something that Doc Rivers and Brett Brown would never really say to a player. Yes, Tobias Harris does play east-west. He goes weak a lot. He goes left to right, tries to go around defenders instead of going through them. I have said that this year it appears that Tobias Harris is being more physical, going straight at defenders, and that has a lot to do with what Nick Nurse has been saying to him. But yeah, against the Boston Celtics, he definitely shied away a little bit more and started to play that weaker style of game. Nick Nurse said, hey, I want Tobias Harris to attack more. And then in Tobias's press conference, he said, I was attacking, almost directly replying to Nick Nurse through the media. And he said, I got my shot blocked a few times. Just tonight, I didn't think on a few of them. They just weren't there tonight, to be honest, in the transition. I don't really know what that means. And yes, Tobias, you were attacking, but you know, you need to attack a little bit smarter. Maybe getting blocked at the rim, getting your own rebound, and then trying to take it up against 4 players isn't exactly what Nick Nurse was talking about. I do want to say this. I went a little bit hard on Tobias Harris yesterday after that game, and once I rewatched it, I really did kind of start to feel bad because he's put in a position where he's expected to do something that he's just not good enough to do, and it's because of the money that he was paid, which isn't his fault, and he looked frustrated when he went to the bench, and it's just like, this is a guy that's put in this position, and he shouldn't be in the position because he's not good enough, but he's not going to be good enough, and we should probably stop yelling at him to be better because he's not going to be better. All right, let's get into this Kelly Oubre thing, because if Kelly Oubre comes back on Wednesday against the Washington Wizards, it will be the first time the Sixers have had him back since he allegedly got struck by a vehicle. Whether on or not on a BMX bike, we don't know the details to that. But the one thing that kind of has annoyed me since the Sixers have started to have ups and downs since Kelly Oubre was out of the lineup is the fact that we were 7-1 with Kelly Oubre in the lineup. We beat the Boston Celtics fully healthy in the beginning of the season. He was averaging 21 points per game the first 5 games of the season. It has just really kind of frustrated me to listen to NBA fans and Sixers fans in particular talk negatively about the team and talk about how the team lacks depth and lacks all of these things when the player that had such a large impact on us winning has been out of the lineup. So we're finally going to get Kelly Oubre back in the lineup, and we're going to be right back to where we were where everybody was calling us the hottest team in the NBA. Also, keep in mind that 7-1 start and that hottest team in the NBA narrative was before the James Harden trade even went down. We didn't even have Robert Covington and Nicholas Batum on the roster. So you're getting Kelly Oubre back, and you're bringing back Robert Covington, who's been absolutely amazing for the 76ers so far this season. Defense to offense, just deflection, steals, transition game, just unbelievable. Robert Covington has been an absolute hound on the defensive end. Frustrated Jason Tatum and got him ejected from the game. He's been amazing. And you're getting Nick Batum, who has been just such a glue guy, one of the most perfect pieces in between Joel Embiid and the rest of the team that I've seen in Joel Embiid's career. High-low, excellent passer, excellent entry passer from the elbow. Just such a good piece. You're getting Kelly Oubre, Robert Covington, and Nick Batum all as role players within the Sixers roster, connecting the dots between Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid. Nobody's talking about how good this team is going to actually be when they're healthy. Nick Nurse says he expects Kelly Oubre Jr. will be a full go Monday at practice, clearing the way for him to return to game action next Wednesday against the Washington Wizards. So no more 5-on-0, no more individual work to make sure things go well and he's not in pain. He's going to be a full go Monday at practice. And if that goes well, he will be able to return Wednesday against the Washington Wizards. Nurse then says both Tyrese Maxey and Nick Batum are going to see how they do in warm-ups. Maxey's warming up right now, so this was right before the Boston Celtics game. Both of them ended up being ruled out. I would think with 4 days of rest, both of these guys will be a go Wednesday against the Washington Wizards also. Just to get us all ready and excited for it, let's watch some Kelly Oubre plays from the beginning of the season. In his debut, Kelly Oubre really was playing the role of the number 3 scorer on the Sixers team. You see Maxey and Embiid right here. Tobias all the way over there in the corner where he should be. The number 3 option was Kelly Oubre. And, you know, plays like this where he's just going to catch the ball and just go right around a Joel Embiid screen and pull up from 3. It's just so big to have a guy like that that can score at that level as your third option. And really, when people say, oh, we need to trade for Zach LaVine, we need to trade for Zach LaVine, we need a third guy that can take the pressure off, Kelly Oubre was that. Until he got hurt, he was that guy. In his second game of the season against the Toronto Raptors, he was 0 for 6 from 3 and 7 for 17 from the field. He didn't have a great shooting night, but he still put up 18 points and impacted the game in ways that other players on this team just a lot of times can't do. Here he is in transition after a steal, and right here, he's just going to go strong, use his body, stay square, and finish at the rim. And last night against the Boston Celtics, we watched Tobias Harris try to do this several times and get absolutely punked. This is just so valuable to have a guy that can use his body like that, stay square, go up strong, and finish in transition. How about some second chance points for Kelly Oubre? A Sixers player crashing the glass on the weak side. Oh, yeah. Shot clock running down. Panic mode. Who's going to do something? Oh, Kelly Oubre step back midi. Of course, he brings a transition game to the Sixers with his length and athleticism. Here's Maxey throwing a oop from almost half court to Oubre. And really, Kelly Oubre makes the Sixers bench just so much better because, you know, the bench in these last couple of games has looked so bad because they don't, the bench rotation does not have a guy like Oubre that can create shots and kind of do what he does, knife through the defense, finish strong, things like that. He just brings such a nice element off of the bench. I'm excited to have him back. I hope it's Wednesday against the Wizards. Y'all give me all your thoughts, comments, concerns, whatever else you want to say in the comments. Hit the like button on the video. Thanks for watching this. I'll see you soon, man.